Golf ball bottle openers. Now, on the face of it, this should be a 2-minute video. It's not complicated. You drill a hole, you screw in the bottle opener bit, you pretend to make it look rustic, job done. But this is YouTube, and apparently, if the video is only 2 minutes, the algorithm sends someone round to take away my shed. So before we get into the golf ball version, I'll put a few photos on the screen of some wooden bottle openers I made previously. These are a little bit more involved, mostly because wood has the annoying habit of not arriving pre-cut or pre-glued or pre-finished, all ready to make me look competent. So those, I obviously cut them, sanded them, finished them, and generally spent far longer than was sensible making something that ultimately already exists to remove a bottle cap. This is my barbecue area, or more accurately, this is the bit of the garden where I stand and with a pair of tongs pretending I know what I'm doing. I've just removed 2 fence panels that were frankly beyond saving. They had reached the stage where they were technically still fences, but only in the same way that a tea bag is technically still a tea bag after you've used it for a 4th cup. And now, because Instagram has been absolutely pelting me with pictures of beautiful outdoor kitchen, dining areas, barbecue stations, and garden setups owned by people with either too much money or suspiciously clean patios, I've decided I want one. So the pallet plan. To build it, I'm going to need some decent pallets. Now, not the random supermarket ones that look like they've survived a minor war, or ones that look like they've been involved in a forklift accident, or the questionable ones that you see behind a skip. I need proper matching pallets, just like I did for the shed at the top of the garden. Luckily, a friend of mine owns a flooring shop. Tiles and flooring arrive on pallets, and that means I can hopefully get hold of 6, 8, or maybe even 10 identical pallets, which in the world of pallet builds is basically winning the lottery without having to pretend you're happy for someone else. The idea is to build the frame and then clad it using the wood that I've already got in the wood store, which themselves are stripped down pallets. I did this with the wood shack out the front in 2023, and I did the same again last year when I was building the shed at the top of the garden. Of course, I did things differently with the wood store at the bottom of the garden, and that was an absolute car crash. Not a small car crash either, more of a traffic report says avoid the area, don't travel unless absolutely essential, that kind of situation. So, naturally, we'll wait for the great British summer heatwave of June 2026 to calm down, because nothing says a relaxing evening project like standing out in 36 degrees, holding a drill, questioning your life choices and sweating into your safety glasses. By Friday night, it had dropped to a very reasonable 26 degrees, which in Britain means we all declare it much cooler, despite being warm enough to cook a Scotch egg on the patio. So out we go. The glamorous world of content creation. One man, some golf balls, a drill, and the faint feeling that if this all goes wrong, I'm going to have to explain to someone why there's a Callaway embedded in the fence. The actual build is really simple. First, we drill into the golf balls. Slowly, carefully, and with all the confidence of someone who has absolutely not checked whether it's the best way to do it. I've no idea what's inside a golf ball. I've no idea whether it's going to come up with pressure and splatter all over the walls. But I drilled them, and the only thing I've done here is make sure the title is level. Once the holes are drilled, I flatten the top of each hole just a little bit using a slightly wider drill bit. Nothing too dramatic, but just enough that the bottle opener will sit slightly nicely rather than wobbling around like a pub table with one leg shorter than the others. And we start with the bright yellow prototype. Every project needs a prototype. Bright yellow is the best. Plus it matches my shirt choice. Prototype is woodworking language for the first one will probably be a bit dodgy, but we can call it research and development. After that, I move on to a couple of branded versions. One is for a friend I'm playing golf with on Monday, which is handy because if he likes it, brilliant. If he doesn't, I can just blame the heat or the lightning or the camera angle. Plus, I'll just get my 4-iron out of the bag and knock it out of bounds. I don't like my 4-iron, to be fair, so that might not work either. The other 2 are for the flooring company. I'll drop these off later, probably early next month, and with any luck, I can get him to reserve 6, 8 or 10 pallets. All identical. I like the yellow ones he gives me. Now, that's definitely a fair trade. 2 bottle openers for enough timber to transform a garden. That's not bartering. That's sensible business. So there we have it. A simple golf ball bottle opener project stretched with dignity, context, and completely unnecessary conversation about garden planning. If you're here for the bottle openers, fair enough. Apologies. They're quick, they're easy. They're cracking little gifts. They're lovely to have to give away at any time. And if you're here for the pallet outdoor kitchen build, well, stick around because that is coming soon. Assuming I can collect the pallets, survive another British heatwave, and do not accidentally design something that looks like a bus shelter. Wish me luck on all of those things. Lovely. Hope you've enjoyed. See you again.